Okay, it's Monday, September the 1st, 2014, and I thought I'd do a little bit, something a little bit different from the other 2 days where I was detecting around the exercise center. So I've walked a bit along this asphalt road. For bikes and pedestrians mostly, and there's over there somewhere, way over there, there's a woodpecker. So that was cool, seeing a woodpecker, or at least it looked like a woodpecker, all black, and was pecking at the bark, trying to get at grubs or something. So yeah, I thought I'd go down this little path and see if I can find anything to either side of it. Just for, change of scenery, change of pace. I have no idea exactly how much metal there is around here, but since this has been in use for a long time, could be quite a lot. We'll see. Okay? Get back to you when I find something. Okay, first find of the day. Bottle top. Haven't seen that particular design before, and it was underneath some roots, so it may be a bit on the old side. I don't know. First find, bottle top. Moving on. Okay, I've come up a bit along the path and I saw something strange over there, a piece of green cloth on the ground with, way over there, a piece of green cloth on the ground and what seemed to be 4 metal bars going around it in a rectangle, so I didn't want to dig around that. And all the way up here there were lots and lots of strange signals, like meter-long stretches of just lots of signals, so I didn't want to dig those. Not sure if there's a secret underground bunker or something over here. So I decided to go a little bit further along here and decided to go down under these trees. And I found a signal there, and it's a good one. I think, I'm not sure, I haven't really cleaned it up enough, but I'm pretty sure that it's my first coin. And there it is. I think, since it's a very small coin and it was pretty deep, I think it's a Swedish 10 öre, which is one of the smallest coins we've had. I think way back we had 1 öre, which was probably the smallest coin ever. But I think this is 10 öre. Pretty old. We haven't had these coins in, I don't know, 30 years, maybe. Something like that. So yeah, might even be silver, I don't know. Okay, I'm happy with that. First good find of the day. Second find of the day is a good one. I'll have to clean this up, but I think it's 10 öre. Okay. And there's the other find, just next to where I found the 10 öre coin. I don't know what this is. It's a piece of metal. Pretty sharp, pointy piece of metal. It was covered in crud when I got it up, so it's probably been rusted away. So, yeah, one good, one bad find, I guess. Not sure what this is. It's flat. and pointed, and this part is covered in, I think it's a ball of rust and dirt. Don't know what that could be. So, miniature sword maybe? Could be. Okay, moving on. I think this is one of those pointy metal things that I showed you before. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the ground. Covered in hard shell, probably mixture of rust and dirt, because I think this is iron or some kind. You can see the pointy end there. So yeah, another one of those. And here we have a perfect example why a pinpointer is a good tool to have. Look at the depth of that hole there. When I went over it with the coil, it said that the signal was strongest in the middle of that hole, and when I lifted the coil, the signal disappeared immediately. So I thought, well, it's down there, maybe a foot down, and it wasn't. Actually, when I didn't find anything and it came down to another route down there, I thought, well, I have to widen the hole a little bit. So I started digging here, and the first scoop of dirt I pulled out gave a signal, and that's it. And it was probably in the side of the hole down here somewhere. I don't know, maybe an inch down or something. So if I had a pinpointer, it would probably help, but I don't, and I don't feel like I can afford it right now, since most of the good pinpointers seem to be a bit expensive, more than $100. So not going to buy that, not unless I get a job soon, because then I'll definitely invest in a pinpointer. Alright, so now I just have to fill the hole back up, and I think this is just another piece of junk, a screw or a nail or something. Maybe one of these other types, but I don't think so. It doesn't really look the same. I think this is just a nail. Okay, there you go. Moving on. I think it's a rusty nail or something, but I also found this, which I think might be a bit of porcelain or something. Could be plastic, but I don't think so. Cleaned it up a little bit. Seems like porcelain or something. Oh yes, oh yes. Digging that hole definitely paid off. Oh, I'm so excited, I'm shaking. Ooh, guess what I found? Guess what I found? Guess what I found? A rusty nail. Well, at least Tesoro is pretty good at picking up metal at pretty deep levels. Don't know how deep that is. It's a rusty nail. Okay, well, let's just put that in my trash and let's check. Okay, that was, yeah, about that far deep, let's say. Well, longer than the blade on this. This blade is maybe 15 centimeters. So good. Maybe 23, 24 centimeters down under a rock. Yeah. So at least I got a good workout. Okay, moving on. Okay, I decided to move away from the other site because of all the trash. Thought this would be an interesting place to search, and I found a little bleep, a pretty strong bleep actually, a strong signal in that little hole I dug there, and it actually was right in the plug, and it was trash, bottle top. So, yep, lots of trash in this forest, but that's only to be expected when it's been in use for, well, as long as I've lived in this city at least, and I've lived here since the 70s, so okay, moving on. Right, so I just had another find, surface find actually, and I have no idea what it is. Looks like a screw top or something, but it has this little hole in the top. Someone poked a hole. Not sure what that is. Interesting little find, but I think it's scrap. Could be... no, don't think it's the bottom of a light bulb. No, doesn't look like that. Be a very large light bulb in that case. Anyway, just found it on the ground there, surface find. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so I moved on a little bit, found this wooden bench, and we're right by bicycle roads and roads for pedestrians. So that one's going off to the exercise center, and then we have towards the university, towards town, and also this one will probably go towards another residential area. So we have lots of roads, lots of people going into these woods, and of course paths leading off into the woods. So yeah, I'm actually going to continue along that road there, because that's leading to another place, another piece of wood, forest, which I was going to in the first place, but I got distracted, so I decided to go back, because once I got to the place I was thinking of going to, I found that there was a lot of undergrowth, a lot worse than around here. So what I thought was I'd go back to that little bench over there, that little wooden bench. You can see way over there, and check this path, and so far it's been okay, because not a lot of signals along the path. But when I got to this tree, I found something. I got a signal, and it actually it was a surface find, a little light bulb. Yeah, I think going up this little path was the right decision, because now I found another little thing right there. Can hardly see that I've actually been digging there. It wasn't very deep. What I found was, I think it's a piece of, could be aluminium, or as the Americans say, aluminum. Not sure exactly what it is, just a piece of wire which has been bent into a loop. So yeah, piece of aluminium. Okay, I'm definitely liking this path better than the other places I've dug so far. Had to dig a pretty deep hole, big amount of dirt beside it, You can see the size comparison with the coil for the Tesoro there. It was beneath those roots, so I thought I was going to get something really good, but it turns out it was the top of a screw. Okay, just dug another signal. Very weird signal, couldn't pin it down. Thought I had it pinned down. What it says there, that the target is in the middle. That's a lie. Yeah, so I had it pinpointed, well, not pinpointed, but I thought I had it right here. And then it moved to here. And when I dug up the plug, it disappeared, so it was a surface find more or less. And here it is. Now that may well be the bullet from the cartridge I found the other day. That looks like a bullet. Not sure if it really is a bullet. It's a bit deformed, but then again it may have been lying on the floor here for God knows how long. Not sure if it is a bullet, but it sure looks like one, albeit deformed. So, you know, like it's been cupped in one end from the expanding gunpowder, and then landed right here. Looks like a bullet. Anyway, so another interesting find, going into my pouch for things to save. Okay, moving on. Well, I've decided to call it a day. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. I've been out for at least 5 hours. So I think that'll have to do for today. I'm definitely going to come back to this part of the forest because there's not that many signals. So I've been doing this little path here over towards the bench, and I'll come back and do more. There's another path leading off there and one leading off there, so it all seems to be quite untouched by all the bottle caps and bottle tops, pull tabs, things of that nature. So I'll check this area out a bit more later on. Okay, I'm back home, and let's do a roundup of today's finds. First of all, okay, we have 2 bottle tops, a bottle cap thingy. Not sure exactly what this could be. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to share them. And a plastic bag with a piece of aluminum foil in it. And piece of ceramic or plastic or something, I don't know quite what it is. It's got some kind of shiny white, very slick exterior. Not sure what that comes from, but interesting find. Didn't show up on the metal detector, of course, but found it anyway. And we have a screw, half of a screw maybe, and something unidentifiable. It's crusted in rust and dirt, and something else unidentified, probably, I don't know, piece of junk. I would guess it's a piece of junk. Might try to clean it off, see what it is. It's got an interesting shape to it. And okay, there you go. Difficult to watch what you're doing with your hands while checking what you're doing with a video camera. Got to learn how to do this. And two of these things. Oh, where are we? There we are. Two of these things. Not sure what they are. Might have to break this open and see what it looks like in this end, but it sure looks like, I don't know. It's a flat, thin piece of metal which is pointed at the end. And we actually have another one here. This was what it looked like when it came out of the ground, the first one. So, probably the same thing. Put them in the right direction. That's probably the way both of them looks. Okay. And, of course, a bent and rusted nail. Pretty long one. Those finds were the crappy finds of the day, and let's move on to the nicer finds. Okay, we have a little light bulb. So that was a surface find. And we have this little, well, almost looks like a link from a chain, but it's actually just twisted around. Not sure what that is. I think it's aluminium because it's white like that, and it's quite light. It's not very heavy. So, and I think this is 10 öre, a Swedish coin. I have to clean that up a little bit, see what if I can find any writing on it. That's definitely looking like 10 öre coin. And a little bullet. It feels quite heavy, so it's probably lead. So yeah. There we go. My little roundup from today's metal finding. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.